Have you found yourself in constant pain? Physically, that is. Ladies and gentlemen, are you experiencing pain? Is it arthritis? Is it something internal? But nonetheless, it's pain. Physically. Maybe you know what it is, or what the cause is, and maybe you don't. But it's not a normal thing to experience constant pain. It means that there's something going on in or with your body. So, let's address this for a moment, and I won't stay with you long. Are you uncomfortable with this pain? Then why don't you find out why you have the pain? If you are aware of what the pain is and where it's coming from, an injury, perhaps something that you're doing as far as your diet is concerned, you're eating the wrong foods, maybe even medication or even drugs, but it's still pain. If it's uncomfortable, and if you want to mitigate or alleviate or get rid of the pain, then let's address the issue. Let's address the cause of the pain. You know, I use this example oftentimes, and I compare us to an automobile. When the check engine light comes on in a car, so many of us ignore the check engine light, and when it goes out, after we initially see it, we ignore it. We ignore the fact that we saw the light. Then later on, after so many miles, the light will come on again. Short period of time. Maybe the next time it comes on a little longer. Sometimes it stays on even much longer. But that's an indication that something's going on with your engine or something else in your car when the check engine light comes on. Same thing is true when you start hearing rattling sounds in your car, in your suspension system and so forth. It's letting you know that there's an impending danger, possibly. Something is about to happen in the future. The same is true with the human body, with your body, my body. I've experienced a sharp pain in my head once upon a time. It goes away. Boom. May not feel it again for another several months. Another sharp pain. Boom. It goes away. It didn't happen for no reason. Something caused it. Oh, my back hurts. All of a sudden, I have a backache, or back pain, sharp pain. Or I have stomach pains. I'm not talking about pains, P-A with a G in it. Pains, not that feeling when you haven't eaten anything. I'm talking about pain, P-A-I-N-S. Have those pains. You're not supposed to have stomach pains when you're eating real food. And if you're taking proper care of your bodies, you're not supposed to have these other pains either. Now, some people might like to equate pain with age. Not necessarily so. Because I know people that are in their 20s, upper 20s, early 30s, mid 30s, and even 40s that experience a lot of chronic pain. And they have not even had any injuries. None to be mentioned. So ladies and gentlemen, investigate your diet. Are you eating proper food? Are you eating nutritional food, whole food, not junk food, not processed food? Are you eating at the right times of the day? Are you eliminating all of the sugar in your diet, processed sugar and so forth? The genetically modified things that are in your foods. Oftentimes, are you eating a lot of restaurant foods? That's not good for you. Are you exercising at all? You have got to become physical. You have to start being physical if you have not been. If you have not been engaging in any physical activity, and I'm not talking about sewing, I'm not talking about joining a bridge club, I'm not talking about bingo, I'm talking about getting up and moving, getting off your behinds, exercising on some level, at least 30 minutes each session. At least 30 minutes, 3 to 4 days a week. And something involving cardiovascular exercise as well. Something upbeat, something aerobic as well. Now, contrary to popular belief, there are some that believe if they have a heart problem, they're not supposed to be engaged in any activity. That's stupid. Depending on the severity of your situation, you can gauge it that way. But your heart is a muscle. That's a no-brainer. It's a muscle. It pumps every single day of your life without cease. From the day that you were born, your heart's been pumping. It's a muscle. Involuntary. The more exercise that you engage in, the better for your heart, the longer your life. Like I said, unless there's an extenuating circumstance or situation and you're on medical care, if you're under medical care and directions or directives by your doctor and they say, no, don't do exercise, then what are you just going to do? Sit there until the final day? But if that's not the case, get up and move around. Build and make your heart stronger. That's what I'm saying. Follow me? You got weak legs, strengthen your legs. Do some squats. Do some brisk walking. Get out the house and move around. You see, we live a life of complacency. A lot of people, they live a life that's sedentary. They sit at home, they watch TV, they use a remote control. They don't physically do anything that elevates their blood pressure, their pulse. They just sit around. They drive everywhere. They don't do very much in the way of exercise at all. So, do you want to live? That's the question that you really need to be asking yourself. Do you want to live? If you want to live, you need to start moving. You need to start taking better care of yourselves. Because we only have this one body, ladies and gentlemen. We are the caregivers of this body. I didn't mean to go off on this tangent, but I am right now. Listen to me carefully. Do you want to live? How long do you want to live? What value of life do you want to have and maintain for as long as you possibly can? This is sort of a public announcement too. It is. How long do you really want to live? Then why are you smoking? Yes, I asked that question. Why do you smoke cigarettes? Walk to the mirror in your bedroom, your den, your bathroom, and look in the mirror at yourself and ask yourself the question, why am I smoking cigarettes? How does it benefit me? I'm talking about you, not me. I don't smoke. Ask yourself that question. And if you know that there is a warning label on the package, why do you still smoke cigarettes? Excuse me for saying this, but I love you. You big dummy. Why would you say that you want to live, but you're doing something that's counter to that? You big dummy. And yes, I said it. I don't care if you're upset. It's okay. But you're the hypocrite. If you say you want to live, but you're doing something that diminishes or limits the amount of time you're going to be on this planet Earth. Why are you excessively drinking alcohol? Why are you drinking alcohol that's bad for your liver? And don't throw the red wine in there. It's good for you. There's 100,000 other things that's good for you. Why does it have to be wine? Why does it have to be cheap liquor? Why am I doing it? Ask yourself that question. And God forbid you be taking any drugs. Or you're taking drugs that's over the counter that you really don't need. So, let's back up to the original premise. Your body, your warning signs. When things occur with your body, why are you in pain? You are in pain because most of the pain that you experience is caused by you. It's caused by us. Am I in pain every day? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'm in pain every day. But you know what? I manage the pain that I have physically by keeping active. I have arthritis. Yes, I do. I know what causes my pain. Now, and on top of that, I try my best to have as wholesome of a diet as possible and to eliminate as much as I can from my diet that's processed. So I don't go looking for processed foods. I don't. I eat once a day. I drink plenty of water. I make smoothies that are full of 100% natural ingredients. And I limit all of the junk food. Every once in a while I have my guilty pleasures, my chocolate chip cookies or a snack. I do. But that does not consist of my whole diet. My whole diet is mainly natural things, natural foods. What about yours today? Why are you in pain? So now let's get to the crux of the matter. Listen to me carefully. If you're having or experiencing physical pain, acute, chronic pain daily, you be the investigator. Find out why you're in pain. Find out why you are in pain and address it. Don't just say, oh, that's the reason, and you do nothing about it. That's stupid. Find out what the problem is and solve the problem, because you are part of the problem. Now, there are things outside of us sometimes that we don't control. There's things that maybe you were born with, some pre-existing condition and so forth, that you have limited control over. But the things that you do have control over, take control. That's all I'm saying to you. I'm just here to make you think, to help you to think about you. Now, here's another subject, and I'll probably do a separate video on this. How long do you want to live? I would like to live as long as I possibly can, a meaningful life, so that I can see my children grown, my younger children, and so that I can see my grandchildren grown and productive in this world. Those are some things that I want to see. I want to live, like I said, a meaningful life. Now, I can't put a number on it. I would at least like to be 85 years old and have my present faculties, the ability to articulate, to think, to create still, to speak and articulate. I still want to be able to do those things. I don't want to be wheelchair bed bound because of something I've done to myself and not taking care of myself. What about you? What say ye? What say you today? Do you want to be around for a while? Do you want to be around for your family for a while? My doctor told me at VA hospital some years ago, he said, you'll live to be about 110 at the rate that you're going, because I take care of myself for the most part. Now, you are in pain because of your diet, outside of other factors that we don't control. But you are in pain. You are in pain today because of your diet, because of your lack of exercise, your lack of positivity. And what I mean by that is the way you think. Are you thinking positive? Are you in a positive mind frame on a constant basis? Are you taking medication that you don't need to take? Over-the-counter medication? Oh, my stomach hurts, so let me take this medication. Oh, my head hurts, let me take a Tylenol. Let me take some acetaminophen. Let me take some ibuprofen. All of these things are not good for us. They're not. Do some research, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? It's really that simple. I know I was ranting on a little bit. This was sort of spur of the moment, this video, and I included some things and kind of ran over some things or ran some things together. I didn't intend to do that, but I think it was good for those who love my channel, who watch me on a regular basis, at least. So if you want to alleviate and maybe even mitigate some of the physical pain that you are experiencing from day to day, think on the things that I just mentioned to you. The over-the-counter drugs, the lack of exercise, and the improper eating habits, the types of foods that you're eating. Drink plenty of water, not too much, just enough, and get plenty of rest. And stay prayerful, stay hopeful, stay healthy. This is Brother Teacher. Comment in the comment section below, please. Like, share, and even subscribe. So long.